Good morning, students. Hope you all are safe and well at home. Today you are going to learn about the summary of lesson 1, Hercules. I will tell you the summary of this lesson and you all have to do reading yourselves. So let's get started. This story talks about a Greek hero, Hercules. He went on 100 adventures and performed many heroic deeds. He was a superman. He was the servant of a king. That's why king always used to send him on difficult tasks. He always held a club in his hand and a bow on his shoulder. He wore a lion's skin and a lion's head in place of helmet. You can notice in this picture there is a lion's skin and a bow on his shoulder and a club in his hand. Once the king ordered him to fetch 3 golden apples from the garden of singing maidens. The garden was guarded by a fearful dragons. So the king thought it is impossible for him to fetch 3 golden apples from there. Unfortunately, no one knew the way of the garden. Hercules set off to the south. He walked for many months through fields, deserts, and hills. One day, he saw a huge person holding up a sky. The person who was holding up the sky was Atlas. His name was Atlas. He was a giant. It was his duty to hold up the sky. You can notice in the picture, he is Atlas and he is Hercules. His duty is to hold up the sky. He asked Hercules for his work. He told him all about his adventure. Atlas offered him if Hercules held sky in his place. Atlas told him that the singing maiden were his friends. Hercules agreed and held up the sky. He brought apples after some time. Who brought apples after some time? This man, Atlas, whose duty was to hold up the sky. He changed his duty with Hercules and went to fetch 3 golden apples, and he fetched. After some time, Hercules was dead tired now and wanted to be free of burden of the heavy sky. But Atlas told him that he must go on holding up the sky and he must himself would take the apples to the king. Hercules became upset. He thought a trick. He asked Atlas to hold up sky for a while, for a minute, as he wanted to make a cushion of lion's skin. Atlas was very simple. He came into his trick. He held up the sky, and Hercules at once bent down on the ground to pick the golden apples. Later on, Hercules returned to the king's palace and presented the 3 golden apples. The king was very afraid. He gave the apples to Hercules. This was the toughest labor of Hercules because he had to hold up the sky. So I have told you the summary of this lesson and you all have to do reading of this lesson yourselves. Thank you.